Disclaimer. This video I highlight some points on how children from broken homes can go into the foster care system and be harmed more. I use this story from a video game, and I hope this video leaves you with a message or leaves you a thought. And I do hope I made this video understandable for most people. Life is Strange tells a story on how a child has been left destroyed by the family and the foster care system. Alex is a kid in the foster care system. From age 10, her mother has died to an unknown disease. This death has been splitting up her brother and father, and when they fight, Alex does try to stop it, as she sees it as her duty. But in the end, she ends up getting hurt with a slight accident. This makes the father up and leave and tell them to call for social workers, so now they're up to their own survival without their father. Her home now broken, she now is one of the typical kids in the system for reasons that isn't her fault, but gave herself responsibilities to not let that happen. Now everything turns into survival. Dad! As her brother explains, what she feels in her memory is that a 17-year-old, she has seen it all. She now has no one and does not have her own feelings. She's moved from 5 different homes and have seen the worst. From people trying to follow her into the bathroom, to child suicide. For an 11 to 15-year-old girl, this can be emotionally and mentally damaging, as it causes children to mature fast, possibly allowing them to miss out on their childhood, this being taken from them as their right. One of the living conditions we are presented shows metal bars on the windows. This is for the safety of the children, however it does hammer the opposite message of no escape, like a prison. Really keeping that closed mind for Alex, the young individual.
They used to say this place wasn't a prison.
Well, maybe they were trying to keep you safe.
Guess so.
In that same environment, a memory she has is with she lashed out on one kid. And after that whole interaction, the kid was done with her, she does say.
Way at first. Then I freaked out on her and she was done with me. Just like everyone else.
An interaction and a memory like that would surely influence most conversations in the future with other people and surely limit how much she could give trust to somebody. And all these memories and all these bad thoughts, would it be an issue for her if she just kept the family together, which is still a responsibility she's put on herself?
Hey Gabe, I'm Leslie Halloran. I'm from the Oregon State Child Protective Services. We got a call from someone who said there might have been some kind of fight here last night. Is your dad home?
Oh gosh, you know what? That was like rehearsal. And I'm in this play at school, and my dad, he was helping me learn my lines.
Must be some play. But if you need anything, my number is on there, okay?
They should have stenciled the same thing on all of us.
You really feel like you were their property?
We didn't belong to anyone else, did we?
That last clip shows how she struggles to belong, as she doesn't know where she belongs, so if anything, they should just be labelled as property, so she just can belong. That way she could get that worry out of her head. It's really reinforced that there's no escape. Same with the metal bars being on the window. Why do you need to escape? You don't belong anywhere else, do you? Not only with her mother's death, her family splitting up, and her not belonging, she was also trying to find and settle with foster parents after she has no one else to be with. But she knows what parents have said about her. She's overheard.
She's been through so much. I just don't know if we're prepared for a troubled girl. It says here she's sensitive. What does that mean?
I wonder why she's never found a home before. I'm sure she's a sweet girl, but she's not for us.
She's awfully old, isn't she?
This is the kid that's been in all those fights, right?
I want to help. I really do, but there's just something
Off
broken. Wrong.
with her.
Any individual who normally would hear this about themselves would feel very disempowered and wouldn't be wanting to stand and go out and be with somebody. So being in Alex's shoes, having all these other issues with family, friends, not belonging, associating herself with property, how does one really and truly go on? If you ain't strong-willed, how do you really survive? And this is what it means for Alex. It's all about survival. So when she is confronted in her memory by her brother Gabe, who is re-showing these memories to her, she asks, why does she need to remember that no one picked her? Why does she need to be reminded of how she survived? Her mom died, her dad left, her brother bailed, and Alex couldn't keep them together. That's what she believes. But, as her brother says,
Keep us together.
It was my job to keep it.
You were 11 years old. You were 11 years old. You were a kid, Alex. Let it go. People leave. Life gets hard. Sometimes it's a big shit sandwich. Make it better. Be angry at Dad. Miss Mom. Hell, be angry at me. But don't give up. No one gets to tell you what you're worth. And no one can take your life away. Fight.
I'm not sure
You have a gift. It's something you don't even understand. You can change the world. Make it better.
her brother is right. You shouldn't give up. Not at all. This is one of the examples of how bad it gets in the foster care system, and how it impacts individuals from a young age. But Alex goes on to have many friends, a community, a love life, and it all starts feeling normal to her.
And the most extraordinary thing of all is just how normal it feels. You don't question it, you don't doubt it, or wonder what might have been. It's your life. The life you fought so hard to have. And for the first time in a long time, you just live.
Alex has been through it all trying to find normal, being denied that normal childhood, and now she can. Because despite all the negative experiences that may stick with her, there still is a normal life for her, or anyone who can relate to her situation. In her eyes, she's a survivor, and now she can actually live her life. If you do take a message from this video, if you are in any situation relating to Alex, there's no need to give up. There is no need to do anything rash, and there is no need to ever lose hope. Because like Alex, everything could turn around. You can belong. And you do not have to be fearful of what people think or believe about you just because of the situation you was given.